Thank you. Question number 7, Alec Rowley.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. To ask the Scottish Government how many integration joint boards have projected an overspend for 2018-19.
Cabinet Secretary Jean Freeman.
Before taking into account mitigating actions by partnerships, the latest position indicates 22 integration authorities projecting an overspend. Management in terms of mitigating actions includes planned additional funding from partners, delivery of financial recovery plans and appropriate use of reserves. Taking these into account, I expect integration authorities to deliver a balanced financial outturn, in part because, as a key comparison, last year at the end of December, integration authorities were forecasting a combined £71 million overspend. However, by the end of the financial year, they reported a £39 million underspend in their combined final accounts.
Alex Rowley.
Thank you for that answer. I think the Cabinet Secretary, if she looks at the detail of that, many of those IJBs that were projecting overspends did overspend, and the local authorities came along and used balances to be able to bail them out. The fact is that the IJBs right across Scotland are in crisis. The Accounts Commission report 2 weeks ago stated that the majority of IJBs have underlying financial sustainability issues. And the reality is, if I can talk about Fife, I believe Fife IJB was set up to fail because it was set up with a deficit. It started off its working life with a deficit. Will she agree to start to have discussions with NHS Fife and Fife Council and look at putting the Health and Social Care Partnership onto a proper financial stability moving forward?
Cabinet Secretary.
I'm grateful to Mr Rowley for that answer. Do you know, at the end of March, our combined integration joint boards were sitting with £124.25 million of reserves. These are part of the mitigating actions that I am discussing. Of course, this is a joint venture between local authorities and health boards. And whilst Mr Rowley may be correct that in terms of the last financial year, local authorities provided additional funds, so too did health boards. And much of that came from our overall health budget and the transfer to local government that is in both the settlement and in the health settlement itself. That is the case currently, yet again, for this year's draft budget. So we need to be really clear and careful here about how we talk about the funding of our integrated joint boards and how that money is managed. And part of the discussion that I have had very helpfully with my counterpart in COSLA, Councillor Curry, is to look in January at a number of matters around the funding and resourcing of integrated joint boards, not least those reserves, which are not new and have increased from the year before. Mr Rowley and I have already discussed the Fife IJB, of course. That deficit that they started with came from both the local authority and the health board, and we do need to assist in that particular instance, I believe, that particular IJB who started off in a poor footing and needs some joint assistance from us in order to help them move forward. And again, Councillor Curry and I have already had an initial discussion on that, and we will continue that in the early part of next year.